Oh man, I'm so excited that my Google Home got in that opening graphic. That's really exciting. Thanks, Mike and Mariana. Hi, everybody. Is it just me? Are we chatting? I guess not. I know you're out there, Mike and Mariana, but I'll go to my intro.
I'm here. If you want to, I can say hi back.
Yeah, say hi back.
Hi.
It feels weird on the internet. I'm trying to calm my dog down while I do this.
Oh, welcome to my life all day.
All right. How's the night been going? Has it been going well?
It's been going, well, yes, very well. I'm really tired. I've had so much of energy drinks, juice.
And I ate an entire onion.
I was there for all of that. How are you feeling?
Not good.
Well, I'm sorry for my part in it.
No, it's good. It's all for you. I did it all for you, Paul.
It was mostly for you. That is true.
I enjoyed every second of it. It was fantastic, and it made me hungry for onions. It was amazing. All right, let me get into this before let's just jump in. All right.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to this portion of the marathon. My name's Paul, and this is, correct me if I'm wrong, the blatant ripoff of the BBC's Just a Minute, my personal favorite panel show, where panelists try to speak on a given topic for 60 seconds without hesitation, repetition, or deviation from the subject. Luna. With, in this version, Luna, cut it out. Embarrassing. She's a rescue. This one's different in that, along with not being able to hesitate, repeat yourself, or deviate from the subject, you have the added challenge that everything you say must be factually correct. With me is my co-host and judge, Google Home. Hey, Google, thanks for being here.
It's always a pleasure to work with you, Paul.
Let's meet our panelists. They're all talented comedians, actors, and writers. Show some affection in the comments right now for Leigh Cameron, Brandon Hackett, and Mark Little. How exciting.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
We have much less festive backgrounds than you.
I worked hard on. Do you like this? I got the fire on.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. How's everyone feeling?
I forgot this was going to be where people are going to be able to see me.
Oh, well, you look great.
Thank you.
I literally got something in my eye the second before you introduced us, so now I'm crying. I can build my eyes now.
That's perfect. Mark, are you excited to play?
Paul, I'm problem-free and excited, ready to go.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, let's recap how the game works. Okay. I'm going to name a topic for a panelist to speak on. At any time, the other panelists can pause the time and challenge if the speaker has gone off topic, repeated themselves, hesitated, spoken inaccurately, vaguely, with supposition, or really any other challenge they can think of. Points are awarded for successful challenges and to whichever panelist is speaking when the 60 seconds are up. If the veracity of any claim is challenged, the final arbiter and judge will be my Google Home device. Mike and Mariana, who's keeping score for us tonight?
So one of us can keep score and one of us can watch the clock. Michael, what do you want to do?
I can keep score. I just need somebody to watch the clock.
Okay,
and, start it when I say, and pause it as soon as there's a challenge. You guys are good to make buzzer sounds when you challenge.
Sure.
Oh.
I wish I could bring you up. I wish I could give you each one of my options. Oh wait. Oh, Brandon's doing something.
Oh, good. We've got time.
Yeah. We each doing a minute, and we're gonna make it an hour.
That's exactly right. Oh man, you have a recorder as well.
We gotta play different notes.
Oh,
play different notes.
I have a recorder.
I was in grade 3, wasn't I?
I'll do a C.
If only I was playing as well. I have. This is my son's.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
I've
got a groovy dog. I've got a soundless, groovy dog for my visual interruptions.
That's fantastic. I'll be watching. Okay, so I'll keep score. I'll mark the points. Now we're gonna do. You have each sent me a topic that you feel fairly confident to speak on. Not everyone has a flute. I'm sorry. I wish that happened, but almost. We're 3 for 4. And so my only question is, based on level of difficulty, do you want me to let the person who gave the topic start, or should we give the challenge to somebody who did not give the topic?
Somebody who did not.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I would also like to be the first one to give information on both the topics that are fun.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how this goes. We've never done this before. Can everybody hear my dog? My dog's being a maniac right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
Can I preface this with something, Paul?
Yes, please.
I listened to a clip of the British version as you instructed us to do, or invited us to do, and I just want to say that they're all so smart about so much stuff, and I really don't know anything about anything.
Also, we don't have to remember when people said words twice, right? Because I don't even know what count as real words and which are ones just like the that we just don't count.
That's next level stuff. I don't know if we can call each other on repetition that much, but I mean, suppose if everybody, like if someone repeats an idea at the same time or a sentence, that would be, that would be cause a challenge. Yeah, that's a recorder challenge right there. Hey, this is our first time playing this game, and it might be a full gong show. So let's just lean in and enjoy it. Yeah. Okay. It sounds like we're ready to go. Hey Google.
Yeah.
Hey Google, are you ready to play?
To play games, you can ask me to tell you a
Google,
joke.
stop.
You can play Crystal Ball, or you can ask me.
Stop. All right. Okay.
I'm ready to keep time, so I'll just start the time. It's set at 1 minute, so you just tell me and I'll hit the
60
button.
seconds. Okay, so we're gonna start, Mark. We're gonna start with you. Okay, you're gonna be our first speaker. Anybody can challenge you at any time. Okay. Your topic is gonna be the Beatles.
Okay.
All right. You have 60 seconds.
Okay.
On the clock to talk about the Beatles, starting now.
Friends, what can we say about the Beatles that hasn't already been said about its individual members, Paul, Ringo, George, and of course the late great John? Now, 2 of these members have perished.
Oh, that's a challenge, Brandon Hackett.
Okay, you have since rectified it, but you said the late great John, and you omitted the late great. Like you said George's name, but you omitted that he was late
And great. Alex, I don't know what the challenge is, if it's warranted, but I'll accept it.
Well, I mean, John was a member, but do we need to mention that he was deceased? I don't know. Also, wasn't Pete Best an original member of the Beatles?
Don't cut our grass before we grow, Paul.
We don't have a lot, Paul.
I'm gonna let Mark keep going on this because I feel like the fact that he didn't say he was still alive is okay,
Okay, 44 seconds left, starting
now.
Before the Beatles, there were the Quarrymen, featuring a teenage John and Paul, and later George. But by that time, they had... Is that wrong?
We didn't say teenaged every time, and I'm not sure were they all teens.
Okay.
Just John a teen? Because John later died, but I want to know were they all teens?
The challenge is, were all the members of the Quarrymen teenagers? Let's find out. Hey, Google, were all the members of the Quarrymen teenagers?
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something similar. Do you want to know what happened to Dr. Laura's son?
Yes, I do.
Desperately.
Dr.
On
Laura.
the website WGNTV.com, they say, Laura Berman's son, but family continues to raise awareness. No charges are expected in the death of Dr. Laura Berman's 16-year-old son, Sammy Chapman. Sammy died February after purchasing a fake prescription pill.
Stop. All right, that's enough.
Wow.
All right. So, okay. So
Does that answer the question?
That's got to be a glitch.
that's got to be a glitch, and I'm
That's some
trying
stuff
to
to get off
find.
our chest.
I'm trying to find the the Quarrymen. Yeah, where they were a skiffle rock and roll group formed by John Lennon in '56, but I can't find out if they were all teenagers.
Well, I did Google it, and it does say that they took their name from a line in the school song of their high school, the Quarry Bank High School. So I'm going to assume that they were all teenagers.
Okay. I'll accept that.
I'll
accept that. Let's keep going then. Okay. All right. So how much more time do we have on the clock?
35 seconds.
35 seconds. Continue talking about the Beatles starting now.
Though they may have made most of their hay in Liverpool, their famous 10,000 hours were earned in Hamburg, Germany, where they played multiple times most nights of the week before returning home to their native England. Ringo joined late. Let's talk about Shea Stadium.
Deviation.
Okay, he's deviated. There was a bit of hesitation in there as well, I think. And
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, even the fact that we were talking about the quarrymen probably makes me think maybe this strayed from the subject. All right, how much time on the clock, Mariana?
8 seconds.
8 seconds for Leigh Cameron to talk about the Beatles.
The Beatles. Famously, their breakup was talked about in a new docu.
Yeah.
That was a hesitation.
That was a hesitation, Brandon.
Also, the slowness with which you answered that.
Yeah. Objection to the slowness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Beatles.
Beatles.
That's how Leigh speaks.
Yeah, God, everyone knows how slow I speak.
Yeah, frankly, Groovy Dog started to perk up when you slowed things down.
All right, we've got just a few seconds left on the clock for Brandon to speak about the Beatles, starting now.
Now, of course, they released a wonderful string of albums.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Really good 3 seconds.
Well done. All right. This is it.
Whose subject was that? Was that Brandon's? Am I allowed to ask?
Yes, you are, and that's the
Yeah, that
correct
was
guess. That was
mine.
Brandon's.
It
Sorry.
was either I submitted a list to Paul of things that I know a lot about, and they were not. It was not an impressive list. Looking at it,
Yeah.
I was
And it
very
was
impressed. I was
the
very
Beatles.
I believe the Fellowship of the Ring was there. Also, the Two Towers and the Return of the King was on there.
All separately?
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I like
And
that
I
vibe.
think also like the first 6 Star Trek movies.
Yeah. What Happens to Laura was on there.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I gave one option.
And we're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
So
But
bad.
we might dip in if we have time. We might dip into to Brandon's other lists here.
I
But for
can't
now, let's go over
Hope you know
to thank you, Anya. That feels good.
You tell them to shut up or we'll throw another crazy party. Late hours.
Leigh, you're next. Are
Great.
you ready?
Yep.
Your topic is NBA basketball.
NBA
Oh,
basketball.
wait, let me start the
Wait.
clock. Here we
Oh,
go.
wait.
Get ready
I-
for some
yeah, okay.
slow 60
It's
seconds.
not a repeat if I say that again.
No
Right?
basketball. You can repeat NBA. It's okay. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
NBA basketball, short for the National Basketball Association, is a sports league which features the sport basketball, which is a sport that is in.
All right. I think I saw a Crazy Joe music shake before I heard Brandon's recorder. So, Mark, what's the challenge there?
We're hearing basketball a lot.
Okay, in my defense, it's in the. I mean, it's,
In my defense, I'm not clear on what the rules are. So
Yeah.
that might be permitted.
And this is all coming down on me because we're making them up as we go along. But I'm gonna give it to Mark. There was a lot of repetition in basketball. Let's go over to Mark Little to talk about NBA basketball starting now.
Dr. James Naismith was the creator of the proud sport of basketball back in the late 1800s. But folks, though he was Canadian, as we know from our Heritage Minutes, he actually invented the sport.
Oh, was that somebody?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was me, but I could be completely wrong. What didn't he? Wasn't it in the early 1900s?
Yeah, I think so.
that is the most Brandon correction that's ever existed.
All
Well,
right.
most
Sorry, I
Brandon
have a
corrections
date
would've been,
question about history and actual true facts.
Since Mark conceded that, I'm not going to bother looking it up. Let's say that's over to Brandon then. Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
continuing your discussion about NBA basketball starting now.
So following his creation of basketball and the opening up of sport to the people of different nationalities and different races, it became a fantastic, very wildly popular sport, especially within America. And of course, before there were any black players on the league, there was a very notable Japanese player on the league. Moving along, 1997, basketball.
Yeah, Mark Little.
I don't know if that's accurate, but I want to know. Is that accurate?
I keep seeing posts about this player. As like a groundbreaker, and I forgot his name, and I don't know why I mentioned him, but there you go.
So what was the claim there? It was a Japanese player before any. Did you say?
So it was like a very light sport beforehand, and I think if not the first person, then maybe one of the first people to break the color barrier was a Japanese American person.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Hey Google, who was the first player in the NBA to break the color barrier?
Guard Wat Misaka. Here's a summary from the website en.wikipedia.org. Wat Misaka broke basketball's color barrier as the first non-white player to play in the NBA in 1947. I also found an answer to this question. Who broke the color barrier in the NBA? Do you want to hear it?
No.
Is it the same one?
Yeah. That's it. Is that him? Is that who you mean? Musaka?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Wow, good fact.
Wow. Congratulations. Good fact. That was great. All right.
Cool.
Shall I keep going?
How many seconds do we have left, Marianne?
2.
It's all yours, Brandon.
Basketball
Right
became
now.
popular again in 1997. With
Time's
Space
up.
I think you want to know how much time is left on the timer. Is that right?
Google.
No.
Laura,
This is-
tell
I
us.
wasn't sure.
Google, tell us more about Dr. Laura. Immediately.
Hey Google, is Dr. Laura okay?
I can help you learn more about Dr. Laura. What do you want to know?
What happened?
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
And this
You
is Mike
brought it
from
up,
the sky.
You fucking brought it up.
I want to know what Brandon was saying about basketball getting more popular again in 1997.
Mike is here from the sky to say something.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this is
hey,
Mike
Mike.
here from the sky. I did
Yeah.
a little bit of independent research while that was happening, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, Mark, that it was 1891.
Ooh, I was correct.
You were right all along. Never give up. Believe in yourself.
Well, there you have it.
Okay. All
That's
right.
a lesson I should apply to the rest of my life, as Dr. Brene Brown keeps telling me.
Okay, that's well. Let's check the scores so far, you guys. Brandon is running away with this with 4 points.
What? Wow.
Yeah, Lee and Mark. I may have added a bonus point there by mistake, but
Oh, no,
if I
okay.
did, it's earned. And Lee and Mark are sitting at 1 each. There's still lots of time. We have plenty of time here, you guys. Let's go over to Brandon now to begin. Brandon, are you ready for the topic that that Leigh Cameron has submitted?
Yes.
Here it is. Stardew Valley.
Wait, sorry. I may have missed a prompt because my internet cut in and out. Are
That's
we
okay.
starting?
We haven't started yet.
Okay.
Stardew Valley is your topic. You have 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Stardew Valley is an independently created video game that is released on the Nintendo Switch. It's a video game that is an agricultural video game, and the story begins as such. You are an office worker
Mark,
working
a
an
challenge from Mark.
unsatisfactory...
I'm hearing video game a bit too much for my liking.
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
need
I'm going
some
to give it to you,
But
Mark.
it's the noun that is it's the thing that it is.
I originally started as a Windows game, so
And that's interesting, and I will be using that when we walk it right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Mark, a little over to you, starting now.
The characters jaunt about with their big bobbly heads and their adorable eyes.
Nobody's bobbling.
That's who was that was first. I want to give it to
I
Lee.
think we bang on at the same time. Tough call.
All right, Lee, I'm going to give it to you because you haven't challenged in a while.
I've
Those
never
heads are
played this
bobbling.
game, but I'm ready to get back in the ring and try again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell. And I just want to say those heads aren't bopping around. Clearly, he's never seen a Stardew character walking through, downtown. I won't name it. The town.
So you're saying they're not moving jauntily at all.
No, these are very low bit characters.
Okay.
Created in 1891.
1891 for Windows 91.
Lee, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give that to you. I haven't watched the game myself, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
You don't watch
Brandon.
a game, you play a game.
What,
Pardon
pardon
me?
You don't watch a game, you play a game.
Oh, Brandon gets a point on the host.
I'm going to give Brandon a point for that. That's
Oh,
a good
no.
call.
Do
Yeah.
I host now?
Now you're
Yeah, you
hosting.
host.
Let me
And
get
Alexa's call.
that may be
Brandon,
on my
if you're going to
recording.
host and it's your responsibility, tell us about Dr. Laura. We need some updates.
What happened to her son?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like her son died. He bought some sort of mystery pill. That's essentially clean.
What do we want to do here? Lee, do you want to take...
Yeah, I want to talk about Stardew Valley. That's
Okay,
fine.
all right. Lee, Stardew Valley is starting now.
As my friends have said, in Stardew Valley, you come to Stardew Valley because you're. Oh, I know.
I'm objecting to the characterization of friends in this instance.
Yeah,
Not
that is
today.
supposition. That's supposition. for
Not
sure.
today.
We don't know.
Competitors. I'm sorry, you're right.
Not with all this going on. Not after I've been challenged on bobbly heads.
All right, I'll give him that. Mark, it's over to you. Stardew Valley. The remaining time on the clock starting now.
Now, Dr. James Naismith was responsible for many.
Okay, Brandon Hackett, challenge.
So you go to a farm that once belonged to your uncle,
Roll the
and
clock.
you tend to the farm. You hoe the weeds.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
tend to the
Mark Little was faster to the challenge there with the shaky toy.
Not my uncle. I'm objecting to the vagueness, and I'm objecting to the characterization that my uncle would have anything to do with this. He's a young man. He works in a bank, and he's trying his best out there.
Your uncle's a young man.
Yeah,
that
he's only a
is-
couple years older than me. I got a young uncle.
Okay.
Okay.
I challenge that. Mark does not have a young uncle.
Yes, I do. I swear.
How old's your uncle? How old's your youngest uncle?
He's 42.
Wow. What is it?
I would really like to examine the definition of the word young.
Great.
Young for an uncle compared to his nephew.
Young
I
is
mean-
subjective. Well, how old are you, Mark?
I'm 39.
Okay, so that's a young uncle.
A
I'm gonna
mere
say-
3 years older than me.
Hey, Google, how young is a young uncle?
Google.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
This is
But I
What?
found something similar.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you want to know, can uncle be younger than nephew?
yes.
I know that it can, but go on. Go off, I
On the
guess.
website stackexchange.com, they say 6 answers. An uncle or an aunt who are younger than their nieces or nephews are called uncle and aunt.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. That
That's not a
clears
good
it up.
answer.
But I'm
I
gonna
also
say-
feel like I feel like a Twitter bot came up with the sentence, "Can uncle be younger than nephew?"
Yeah.
It's a good sentence.
Now, when they ask that question, do they mean allowed? Can uncle be allowed to be younger than nephew?
I think
Or just change the title of it. Like, is there another word for an uncle who's younger than you?
I
Do you
think,
call
yeah,
that like a bunkle, like a baby uncle, or a,
Oh, right. Like a young.
Lil uncle?
you call him little uncle?
Yeah.
that's and frankly, my favorite rapper.
Little
Uncle.
uncle. Yeah. R.I.P.
He did.
Okay, so I think we've established that Mark's uncle is young, and I think that leaves us with Mark. Mark, I think you're
Yeah.
still speaking. And how many seconds, Marianne? Did we have?
27.
27
Oh, Lord.
seconds left to discuss Stardew Valley. Okay,
Yeah.
starting now.
Blink Blanc go the photorealistic heads as the star.
I feel like I'm being pranked.
I'm not familiar with the game.
Okay. Right now, I'm gonna Brandon. Was there a specific challenge you wanted to make there?
Yeah, repeating the falsity. Bling blonde will be probably head.
That's probably really fair. I haven't seen it, but I don't know what sound they make. All right, Brandon, it's over to you. Stardew Valley, starting now.
As the protagonist of this game, you're charged with making sure that your farm is in great shape, fixing it up, going to visit the other villagers and giving them gifts, and eventually wooing one of them, perhaps to be a partner, to live on that same stead with you.
Oh.
Now, it's a very wonderful...
Time's up.
Wow. Oh, instead.
Good.
You didn't have the
Out
facts.
of his
Is the
mouth.
problem?
Well done. Well done. All right.
Here they are.
Oh, look.
Oh, wow.
I don't
I'm
suppose
not
we
great
can
at
bring
any
up
of
any
these.
video or anything of the characters moving so we can get a final verdict on how jauntily they might be.
Oh,
What
that
game
would
am
be
I
great.
thinking about where they have the big bobbly heads that go bling blong?
I don't
The
know.
Crazy Frog video.
Kind of
Oh!
Pokemon.
No, it's the one that everyone played on.
You're thinking of Funko Pops.
Funko Pops. Yeah,
I'm thinking of the one that everyone played on the Switch at the beginning of the pandemic.
I think that's
Yes?
what I may be thinking of.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you're
Animal
talking about.
Crossing?
Yeah, Animal Crossing.
Oh, I feel like
No.
I've...
Shane, this is who I'm married to. This is a cat, though. That's a man.
Okay.
People are really into Stardew Valley. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, it started out as a fun, kind of peaceful game, but I think I got kind of annoyed at how long it was taking.
Yeah.
For something to happen. It was getting stressful for me.
And it's one of those games that just keeps going and going, right? There's no end. Your
You've
farm
got
just
more and more
keeps,
stuff to upkeep. You got to make a lot of mayonnaise.
that becomes
Yeah,
very...
and then winter came and destroyed my lucrative crop, so then I got really
Oh, yeah.
upset.
Now, what's the difference between Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing? Except
I
for
don't
the
know
movement of their
anything about
heads.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay.
I think you don't really. I don't know. Does anyone know about Animal Crossing? I don't.
I've never played it.
No.
Big,
Sorry,
sort
Paul.
of
Ask
wobbly,
Alexa. We
Big
don't know.
jaunty heads. Yeah, big jaunty
Big.
heads.
bling blong.
Okay. All right, everybody. Brandon's still in the lead with 7 points. Mark, though, is caught up. He's in second with 4. Leigh, I'm going to give you an extra point because I feel bad because I feel like you and Brandon have been doing simultaneous challenges and it's been
Yeah,
hard.
and I like a pity point better.
Yeah, pity point is great. Feels good. So now you're at 3.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Now we've run out of our we picked 3. I picked 3. So now we
out.
have a dearth of topics now. So I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna lean on Google here to give me a subject. All right.
Okay, I feel like I know what Google's going to bring up.
I hope it's Dr. Laura. Hey Google, give me a random topic.
Here's one. According to Animal Planet, research shows that most dogs can understand up to 165 words.
Okay. I guess dogs?
Okay, so let's say dogs. All right. Mark, let's tell us about dogs. All right, 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Originally domesticated in the 1700s by Napoleon as part of his mission to conquer the world. I don't know. I could have started. I don't know why I started there. I honestly
It started
was
so
trying.
hard that I believed it.
Yeah, I totally believed it until the conquer the
Mission.
world thing.
I believed it until I
I
heard
was just reading
1700.
something else about Napoleon, and
Now
I don't know why I felt like beholden to offer history of dogs.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I think part of this game is I don't think we have to provide big facts at all.
No,
Dogs, I don't want to give you answers or anything.
Yeah, don't give away our bits.
Now who challenged there? Was it Brandon? I heard the recorder. Brandon, obviously that was a challenge to the veracity of his claims.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that the Napoleon trained dogs to take over the world. I think he mobilized a bunch of his fellow, well, he was not French, but French people to march into Russia and
Well,
get
maybe
beaten by the awful weather.
we'll do Napoleon next. Hey Google, when were dogs domesticated?
On the website Britannica.com, they say, there is strong genetic evidence, however, that the first domestication events occurred somewhere in northern Eurasia between 14,000 and 29,000 years ago. I also found an answer to this question.
Wow.
That was a while ago. That was pre-Napoleon. As we say, that's in the pre-Napoleonic times.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Yeah. That's one or the other. All right. So, Brandon, how many seconds what are we looking at on the clock, Mariana?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. If you've got it in you to talk about dogs.
I do.
Now.
Dogs are a very domesticated animal, and of course, as we know from the Google Home, they can understand more than 165 words.
There's a challenge.
Your
Ding,
challenge.
ding, ding.
Oh, challenge, Mark Little.
I'm challenging the use of very domesticated. The idea of levels of domestication.
What are we saying
Well,
there?
I mean, like
Very
a
domesticated.
a rabbit can be domesticated, but it's not so domesticated that you can leave it out of its cage.
Now, this is interesting.
What about cats, though?
Cats are quite domesticated. They're very domesticated, but then there's also the argument that we are the domesticated ones, and the cats are the humans.
The cats are the humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna side with Mark on this.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Just because it feels like a judgment rather than a fact. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we've got a challenge of cats being humans. Mark,
Dog person alert.
True. I think Mariana has both. I believe. Cats
I
and
do.
dogs. Yes. All right. Dogs for the remainder of the time, starting now.
The turn of phrase "man's best friend" can be applied to our canine companions because of their camaraderie that they've formed with our species over the years. Among other things, these little guys are...
Leigh Cameron.
I
Big old
can't
pause.
I
I
can't
don't think
keep
there's
saying
anything
dog,
going after
right?
little guys.
One of the rules is I can't keep saying dogs. That's accurate, right? 'Cause I'm really struggling.
Yes, I know it's a real catch-22.
Yeah.
No, but wait. When we listen to the show, they say the word that's in the topic constantly.
Oh, then I have simply misstepped on the rules.
You
But
know,
I like your interpretation, and I think specifically for you, you should keep that rule.
Okay, Leigh Cameron. How many? What are we looking at, Mariana?
25 seconds.
25 seconds about dogs, starting now.
Dogs are furry. When you own a dog, you have to take it.
Wow, this is a good challenge.
Yeah,
This is
instantly.
good.
Okay.
Not all dogs are furry.
But they all have fur.
Not
No,
all
do
of
they?
them have fur.
No, some of them are those skin ones.
Let's
And some
find
of them
out.
have down.
Hey Google,
Down.
are all dogs furry?
On the website cuteness.com, they say, at least 36 breeds of dogs have hair instead of fur. Large breed dogs with hair include standard poodles, Portuguese water dogs, and bearded collies.
Okay.
I also found an answer to this question. Is there a dog breed without fur? Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
On the website purina.co.uk, they say, American Hairless Terrier. They come in 2 varieties.
Okay. That's it.
Wow.
Well, there you go. That was a good challenge.
Yeah.
Not the
All right.
first time cuteness.com has come through with answers for me.
I want to know how often Google starts its search at cuteness.com.
Then they go out from there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised they're claiming to be experts in anything beyond "is this cute?" And now we're talking Tina Whitecastle, and now we're talking.
Cuteanon.
All right. Okay, Mariana, what's the time on the clock?
22 seconds.
22 seconds on the clock. Brandon Hackett starting now.
Dogs are known for their noses, their paws.
Leigh Cameron.
Oh, that's a pause before pause.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Okay.
So that's the reason. I thought you were. I thought you were gonna Get me on dogs are known for their noses.
No, that's a fact. Dogs are known for their
You
noses.
could make the case, but I mean that would be pretty subjective as well. All right, Leigh Cameron, tell us about dogs starting now.
Dog noses are wet. And
Brandon Hackett.
Okay, I have a problem with the I forget the word, but I'm going to say ontological truth of that statement, which is to say a dog's nose is not innately wet. It is wet. It is a wet based on conditions such as a dog licking its nose or the dog putting its little nose in like a little puddle of water or something like that. And then not all dogs lick their noses.
I'm gonna side with Brandon on that, just based on the fact that sometimes I prod my dog's snout and it's sometimes dry.
That's good.
yeah.
Okay, Brandon Hackett. What are we looking at, Mariana?
11 seconds.
11 seconds about dogs, Brandon. Starting now.
Dogs were popularized in the terrifying film Plague Dogs, based on a novel by Richard Adams, wherein two dogs escape a lab.
Okay, yeah, Mark Little.
The film Plague Dogs did not popularize dogs.
That's 100% true.
Oh no!
I believe perhaps it created some sympathy for animal victims of scientific testing.
I feel like I think we can agree that dogs were popular before the release of Plague Dogs.
I think we've
popularized
learned
Plague
You don't think it was
sure.
like a Jaws thing where
Yeah.
like
People got really into shark pets.
Yeah.
They got wet noses for sure.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mark. The remaining of the time on dogs starting now.
Oh, so many films about dogs. I can't even.
Time's up.
All right, that's an extra point for Mark. Things between Leigh and Mark are quite close. 5 for Leigh, 6 for Mark. Brandon's still walking away with this thing with 10 points.
Boom.
Now we got what are we doing? We're doing about 45 minutes. Is that right,
Stupid.
Mariana? Huh?
Yeah, you can go for another, what is it? I don't do math, but you can go till 9:55 if you want.
Oh, well, I mean, we're out of material, but we can keep. I was gonna ask for you to give us a topic.
Oh, me? Okay, there's topics in the chat. People are
great.
requesting.
Look at this! Human biology just came up.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can do fish.
Oh, we gotta go with the topics in the chats. We gotta
Yeah.
do it. We gotta do it. And
Are the two
first
just
one
human biology or fish?
Yeah,
is-
there's fish. There is and there's human biology.
You know what, Leigh? I'm gonna get you're starting next, so I'm gonna let you choose
Oh,
what you
good.
want to start. Fish
Yeah,
or
I'm
human
really glad.
biology?
I'm gonna choose. Oh.
There's also Christmas.
Great. Thank
Oh,
you.
let's do Christmas. I'm gonna do Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. Okay, 60 seconds on the. And if you know what, like Mariana says, we've there's still time left in this show. Throw some topics in the chat. But for now, it's Christmas with Leigh Cameron. 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
Christmas in North America is celebrated on the 25th of December. In Canada, Christmas is followed by a holiday called Boxing Day, which also, I believe, happens in England. On Christmas, traditionally in North America, you give people presents. They sit under a Christmas tree, which is descended from the German Christmas trees called Tannenbaums. In Canada, you can get them at the corner store, or you can go out.
Brandon Hackett.
You get a tree at the Christmas corner store?
Yeah.
At the corner?
I'm gonna say you can get Christmas trees at your corner store. I mean, not
Are
all
they
every
really?
corner store, but I have seen Christmas trees for sale at corner stores. Am I alone on that?
We got ours at the corner store.
Ooh.
Okay, that counts to me as something that is objectively true. Then, all right. Leigh Cameron, you still talking about Christmas? Keep going, starting now.
Santa Claus that we know of in Canada with the white and red outfit drinking.
Brandon Hackett.
Okay, so that was a little bit of a stolitation or something.
I
And,
don't know what you're talking
so
about.
you phrase that made him sound as though he was like a cryptozoological figure or something.
His
Yeah.
bones are in a church in Holland.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Lee talked about Santa Claus with the proper respect.
All right, I'll give it to you, Brandon. Let's move it over to Brandon. Christmas starting now.
Christmas began as a pagan festival, which was then, unfortunately, wrapped up into Christian beliefs.
Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a
Yeah,
ding a
Mark
ding.
Little.
It's a judgment call, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How do we know that was unfortunate?
those of us pious believers think it's the best thing that ever could have happened to old Saint Nick and the elves.
I have never had fun at a pagan Christmas. Too much squash.
Let's okay. So over to Mark Little. Let me give you a point for that challenge. And starting now.
The modern image of Santa Claus was popularized by the Coca-Cola Company on their cans in the early 20th century when they took years of...
Time's up.
Okay.
I can't believe Lee was hesitating on challenge.
I know. Cans at the turn of the century. What was I thinking? Bottles for a bit. At least I could have got one in there.
Oh, yeah, there weren't cans. Oh, no.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, I thought you were going to challenge just on the fact that Santa Claus's image was popularized by Coca-Cola.
It
I
was.
think that's
isn't that
true.
I think that's true,
yeah,
isn't it?
isn't that-
What?
or at least his garb is red because Coke depicted him as wearing red garb instead of green.
What?
Isn't the Dutch Sinterklaas wearing red, too, though? But was he wearing green sometimes?
I
I don't
feel
know.
Yeah, I thought it
Oh,
was like
God.
they were like the whole red and white thing. I thought was a Coca-Cola thing because partly also the Coca-Cola label.
We have to find out. Hey, Google, did Coca-Cola popularize Santa's red and white outfit?
On the website wusa9.com, they
Show
say,
cuteness.
while Coca-Cola helped popularize today's image, its version of Santa Claus drew inspiration from an 1822 poem and earlier Santa depictions.
Wow.
People also sometimes ask me, who changed Santa from green to red? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
On the website coca-colacompany.com, they say, in fact, when Civil War cartoonist Thomas Nast drew Santa Claus for Harper's Weekly in 1862, Santa was a small elf-like figure who supported the Union. Nast continued to draw Santa for 30 years, changing the color of his coat from tan to the red he's known for today.
Damn.
Okay. All right, tan.
Cool.
Everything
That-
was tan back then.
And was
Yeah.
it also was part of that also erasing any association he had with unions, so as to popularize the idea of his elf workshop?
Yeah, separate him from those commie unions by making him as red as possible.
All right. Let's do one more. We've got Brandon's going to start. Culinary arts just came up. We've got, well, what other topics do we have?
Fish, human biology.
Human
I
biology
think
bad.
Yeah, give me either of those.
All
and
right.
culinary arts.
I kind of want to hear about human biology. Brandon, let's hear about human biology. 60 seconds on the clock, starting now.
The human body is an extremely complex organ in and of itself. It is comprised of
Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
thistle.
Oh, Mark Little, you're going to have to, whatever you say, I'm probably going to give it to you because honestly, I was thinking about something else just then.
Well, I could challenge that it is composed of thistles, but I was going to challenge that it is extremely complex. I was going to say that's a judgment called compared to what?
Compared to a notebook, compared to Second City
Compared to a
Birch
fish.
mug.
If that's what you believe, you should have said it, Brandon. 'Cause I was comparing it to the galaxy. Actually, pretty simple compared to that. I have no idea. Maybe it is still.
What is a galaxy but stars in a spiral? In the human
Okay.
body, many cells and atoms and blood vessels and so forth.
All right, I think I'm going to give it to Brandon on this. It is
Yeah, I
a
really should have
very
stuck with my
complex
pistol.
You're saying a lot of words.
Yeah, it's a good defense. I feel like you made a great defense of that. That was really good. All right, Brandon. So let's keep hearing about human biology starting now.
The biggest organ in the human body is, of course, the heart. You're someone who really, really, really cares for other people.
Challenge it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, Mark Little.
I'm going to challenge on the stalling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Over stalling. But I also don't think that the heart is the biggest organ in the body.
no, I don't think so either.
I
Let's
believe
find
it.
out. Hey Google, what is the largest organ in the human body?
Are we going to hear skin?
Here's what I understood from the website cliffsnotes.com. The largest external organ, which is also the largest organ in general, is the skin. Do you want a little more context?
No.
No.
What was that website?
That was cuteness.com.
Okay.
Yeah, cuteness.com. Yeah.
Cliffnotes.com?
The whole, yes.
Are you doing cliff notes on the human body?
That's what we did in high school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know they did cliff notes not on books.
Wow,
Okay,
the heart is the smallest,
Seems
according
like
to
Tina Whitecastle has caught Grinch disease.
Are you holding up a Grinch? Or is that just the same?
What's his name again?
Which is the smallest organ?
The skin. We always forget, but yeah, the skin is an organ. It's the largest organ. Okay, so what were we? It was Mark Little. Okay, Mark Little, the human biology starting now.
Many children are introduced to the idea of the connected parts of their body through the song Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes, which points out the various ways that our joints...
Okay, it's a bit old, but many's a judgment call.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's my defense. I think by any metric, you would say that it's many children, because it's, at the very least, in the hundreds of thousands, if not the millions of children. And I would say many is...
I think you can say that's many. It's definitely more than a few. I think so.
I mean, at least in the English-speaking world.
Right.
But could I take this moment to say, how is Dr. Laura doing?
Hey, Google, are there any updates on Dr. Laura?
Sorry, I didn't find any updates on Dr. Laura.
No. Cold case.
No.
I really hope this isn't like a terror. I mean, it already is a bit tragic. I feel weird about piling a riff on it, but that's how the mind works.
Yeah. Okay, Mariana, what are we looking at on time here?
26 seconds.
26 seconds, Mark, on human biology, starting now.
Other ways that kids learn about biology at a young age include the television show Magic School Bus, in which a school teacher takes her class in a shrinking yellow vehicle.
Brandon.
Hesitation and hesitation.
I don't think that bus talks.
What?
I don't think that bus talks. Doesn't shriek.
Did I say it talks?
I don't think he said that.
Oh, I believe he said
shrieking yellow. Oh, are we talking about the color yellow?
I believe he said shrinking, not shrieking.
Take them in a shrieking yellow bus.
That's terrifying.
So
I don't know what
fascinated by
your last in the paint section at Home Depot, but there's a shrieking yellow.
Shrieking yellow. Okay, I withdraw. Respectfully.
Brandon Hackett, the human biology, starting now.
Now, the human body is made up of over 70% water. And that's why it's very important for a human to drink lots and lots of water a day, at least 8 cups.
Time's up.
All right. I think that might have been it. Mariana, that's probably it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, guys, here's the final score, all right. Leigh Cameron clocked in at 5 points. Well done. 10 points for Mark. Made a real rally at the end there.
Huge recovery.
And 13 points for Brandon Hackett. Well done.
I did it for us, Canada. I did it for us.
That was a good time. We had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we want to do now? Anyone have anything to plug or anything? No? I got a podcast on this network, so I'll just say it right now. It's called The Dubious Book of Famous Deeds. It's a history podcast where we read from this 1889 book from London, England, which is full of inaccuracies, patriarchy, and it talks about so-called famous people. Oh yeah, 2 years before basketball was invented, so you won't hear a single damn thing about basketball in this book. Check it out. I'm recording new episodes as we speak. All right, guys, thank you for playing this. This was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Thank you.
Great.
thank you, Paul.
This was so much fun.
I learned a lot.
Yeah. Everybody send your thoughts and prayers for Dr. Laura. I hope she has an okay Christmas wherever she is, however she's doing.
Yeah, I really feel kind of sick about piling on that bit so much.
I just wish I had some context. I don't
I
know.
know.
I've never heard anything about Dr. Laura.
No, I'm
We'll be
realizing
Googling after this for sure.
Yeah.
I was using that lack of context as like a get out of jail free card for my soul.
Of
but
course.
Now I'm realizing it might make it quite a bit worse.
Hey, you know what? We may find out we've made a terrible mistake, but this is just live. It's not staying, it's not going to be on the internet after this, right? There'll be no evidence.
That's how the internet works.
That is false.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, Sonar Network. Always a pleasure. This has been awesome. Brandon Hackett, Leigh Cameron, Mark Little. Thank you very much. You guys were amazing.
Thank you.
Bye.